What's poppin', Conroe High?
Today's December 12th, 2018. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Juan. Today is our last show of the year, and we will be talking about our Christmas special that premieres tomorrow and food trucks in the Woodlands.
So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for today's episode of Total Recap. A movable feast returns to downtown Elgin August 10th when the Grand Victoria hosts its third annual fest in the festival park. More than 30 food trucks are scheduled to be a part of this year's event, which last year brought 4,000 to 6,000 people. Radio station 101.9 The Mix morning show personalities Eric Ferguson and Melissa McGurran and Brian Whip will attend, and music will be provided by One Night Band. Vendors selling food include Pergio Wagon, Lucio's, Pico Street Kitchen, Beavers, Donut, Kate's and Jan's Hot Dogs, and there will be more attending.
Samsung had a product launch in China earlier this week where it announced partnership in China with the skateboard fashion brand Supreme. Supreme CEO came up on stage at Samsung's event and he talked about a peculiar partnership with Samsung and expansion into the Chinese market with a flagship store in Beijing. He then announced a runway show at the Mercedes-Benz Cultural Center in Shanghai. Then Supreme put out this statement after the event. Supreme is now working with Samsung, opening a flagship location in Beijing or participating in Mercedes-Benz runway show. These claims are blatantly false and propagated. There are actually two versions of Supreme out there. The original Supreme brand started in New York, so is often known as Supreme New York. Supreme failed to protect its trademark worldwide, which gave rise to the phenomenon of legal fake versions of Supreme outside the US and Italy, and company called International Brand Firm trademarked Supreme's brand and logo, creating Supreme Italia earlier this year. Supreme New York actually lost a lawsuit against Supreme Italia in the Europe and was denied the ability to trademark its brand in the region by a counterfeit organization. This brings us to Samsung. The company didn't so much as partner with the fashion brand as it joined up with the brand that rips off of fashion brand. Stay tuned for an interview after this quick break.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. As it turns out, we have very similar personalities. And this cat makes me make art because he's always motivating me to take pictures of him, to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. It's just that simple. Well, he's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
We want to welcome our special guest, Enrique, the writer and director of our Christmas special guest that premieres tomorrow. What's up, Enrique?
Nothing much.
So our KTIG crew is super excited about sharing this film with the world. Can you tell us a little about the story of the film?
Yes, it is the story of classic Christmas characters who lose their way as a family and the true meaning of Christmas are cursed, and then have to figure out a way to get back 1 week before Christmas.
What is the message that your team wanted to convey through this film?
Well, through the brainstorming, it was mainly family and the spirit of the holiday, which is Christmas in this film. So yeah.
How was it on set with your actors?
Well, on set, yeah, it was interesting. I mean, there's the actors, because it was early in the morning, so there's the actors that were pretty tired, and then there's the actors that are, they aren't exactly the best to I forgot the word, but you know they kind of slack off a bit. So, but overall, we got the job done. So that's all that matters essentially.
How long did it take to make this film?
It took about, let's see, it was like all last week, so about 10 hours because we are double blocked when we filmed. So yeah.
Why should everyone else be excited to watch this film?
Well, if you liked our Halloween film, I'm sure you'll like this one as well. However, we did, it is a different writing staff. I mean, I wrote part of it. I directed pretty much most of it. And, yeah, but we had fun, so I'm sure people will have fun with it too. I hope.
Tell us what title The Claw's Redemption means.
Well, see, we came up with the title like 2 days ago. Because we filmed without a title. We couldn't come up with one exactly. And then one day, as I was brainstorming, since it's a redemption story, I just randomly remembered the Shawshank Redemption, the movie. And I just, you know, because Santa Claus is basically the main character. So I just added, you know, the Claw's Redemption. And, you know, the rest is history.
Anything else you would like to tell people to know about this film?
Yes. Well, see, if you notice, I mean, for the people who notice, like, I don't know, just strange, random moments, a bit of the awkwardness, it's essentially, I mean, we are a level above amateurs, but we're still, you know, a lot of people are still basically new to the whole deal. And, but, you know, it's important to work with what you have, because if you try to work with something above, you know, above what they are, what you know your tools are, you'll mess up. You'll have a higher chance of messing up. And also the trailer that I made is just essentially like a prequel. It works as a prequel. So yeah.
Since the world premieres tomorrow, we wanted to share this trailer for The Claw's Redemption with you one more time, and then we will take it to a quick commercial break.
Nick, did you do Miss Haneka's homework? I can't fail this class. I can't.
Homework?
Yeah, for Miss Haneka. Remember she assigned it to us last night?
I don't think there was homework.
What?
Apparently we're just gradually passing.
Hey, this is a dream, and I'm sorry to interrupt this strange dream or whatever. But it's me, the ghost of Christmas future. I come heeding a warning from the spirit world. See, there's talk in the spirit world, particularly with the spirit of Christmas. Wake up, man. If you don't change your ways, you're gonna get cursed by Christmas. So, don't say I didn't warn you anyways.
Yeah. What's the worst that could happen?
I'm a teenager. Me too.
I'm human.
Hi guys, I'm Guy the Guy.
And I'm John Johnson.
So in today's news, we have discovered that fish are drowning at an alarming rate.
In other bad news, cruises have been canceled this year due to St. Nick's mysterious disappearance.
Canceled?
Yes, it is, my good fellow. But not to fret, we've made this new holiday called Kanishmas.
Kanishmas, what's that?
It's basically Christmas without Santa Claus.
Oh boy, that sounds exciting. I can't wait to do Kanishmas.
Neither can we.
Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, I'm Santa Claus now.
Oh yeah, right. So here's what's up. Santa Claus basically ruined Christmas, and you know I can't let that slide. You know what I mean? I'm Santa Claus now.
Santa has ruined Christmas for far too long, and I, as a vigilante, cannot stand for this anymore. I was once tiny, but now I am the Christmas savior. Call me Santa Claus.
What's wrong, honey? Oh, I thought I had a nightmare. Don't worry, everything will be okay. Honey?
Dear?
What's wrong, honey? Oh, I had a nightmare.
Leprechaun or ghost?
It doesn't really matter. I'll go back to sleep.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today, I'm just an aluminum can. But one day, I could be a stadium.
Hats off, mister. Excuse me. Sir, would you mind removing your hat? No hoodies or hat in the building at all times. Gets us confused. You have a nice day now.
We will now get our quick update from our weather and sports teams.
Thanks guys, I'm Major, your weather anchor for today. We'll be starting off with the temperatures always. Today's going to have a high of 66 degrees and a low of 54 degrees. With a 0% chance of rain, the whole day is going to be partially cloudy. As for the rest of the week, you can expect everything to get colder or remain around the same. So stay prepared by layering up. But if we look on Thursday, it appears we will have a 50% chance of rain, so be aware of that. In the world of pollen, we will have a medium amount of grass and cedar juniper. And now to finish off with the fact of the day. The Statue of Liberty was gifted to the U.S. by the French on Christmas Day in 1886. It weighs 225 tons, and thus you could consider it the biggest Christmas gift in the world. I'm Angel, and that's all for weather.
Thanks, guys. I'm Adrian. We have some tea about some sports. In professional sports, the Houston Rockets beat the Trailblazers 103-111, increasing their record to 12-14, putting them in 14th place in the Western Conference. It's not the best, but we're improving. Congratulations to girls and boys basketball for bringing us some dubs last night. Keep up the good work. Also, girls basketball have a game Friday, so y'all make sure y'all come to support and show y'all Tiger pride for the next game. Today's quote comes from Derek Jeter. There may be people that have more talent than you, but there's no excuse for anyone to work harder than you do. All right, it's been your boy Adrian with sports, and back to you guys in the studio.
We want to finish up our newscast today with a few announcements. Skills USA Engineering is having a fundraiser this Saturday at Panda Express. Please come by for lunch or dinner, and 20% of your order will be donated back to CHS. Please take a picture of our poster and present it when ordering. FAFSA priority deadline is January 15th. Get your FAFSA application done now. Ms. Shear will be in the CCC late today to help anyone who needs it. The Celebrate Your Life organization needs help with stuffing stockings and making Build-A-Bear animals this Saturday. If you need to make up hours or simply just want to volunteer, we will be meeting this Saturday, December 15th at the Old Andrew Rodman American School at 12. The address is 14030 Park Avenue, Conroe, 77384.
Senior college application deadlines for January are approaching. Remember that the CCC and CHS will be closed for winter break. If you have January college application deadlines coming up, you must complete your application this week and request your transcript now. Any transcript requests submitted over the break will not be processed until they return in January. Orchestra will be playing in the hallway again tomorrow. They will be outside in the auditorium in the foyer. Come by to hear some great Christmas music. UIL Mathematics meets weekly Monday, Wednesday in room 262. Their first meeting will be Saturday, January 19th at Willis. Please see Ms. Bailey as soon as possible if you're planning on going to secure your spot. Also, girls basketball will be playing the Woodlands on the 17th. Good luck to the team. And lastly, our pet of the day, even though we don't have one every day, is a black cat named Maui. She's been at the shelter since October. She is very loving and good with kids. If you're interested in adopting, either visit the shelter or Sergeant Ed Holcomb, or call the number on the screen. Those are all the announcements that we have for today. Tune in tomorrow for a Christmas special. Thanks for watching. Make sure to follow us at KTIG News and all social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
As always, CHS, start strong, finish strong. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for more KTIG News.